You too. What it do? This is the first and federal. This is the first edition of Black Sector Shenanigans. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I'm drinking. It's 7:21 a.m. and I got my wine. What y'all got? I was gonna put it down, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna put it down. Come on in the room. I know y'all see me. It is 7:21 Sunday morning. News. I ain't in the car today. Well, this morning. I ain't in the car this morning. Y'all come on in. What's up? Y'all come join me this early Sunday morning so we can get into some things, talk about some things. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, let's play it again. Let some folks come on in the room. Let's play it one more time. I know y'all feeling this beat. I ain't in the car tonight. Well, it's today. I ain't in the car today. This shit's expensive. I'm gonna get copyrighted. My baby said I'm gonna get copyrighted for playing this music. I ain't got but 40 subscribers. I ain't worried about it. The shit's expensive. I'm a savage. Where y'all at? Y'all don't know nothing about this. I know y'all don't know nothing about this beat. It's expensive. Shit's expensive. All right, YouTube, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, y'all holler at me. Subscribe to this video. If you catch the replay, holler at me. Press that like button and holler at me. Holler at me. Well, we're going to go on and get right into the thing. First, I want to tell you this is the very first premiere, da, 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 premiere of Black Sector in the Black sector of YouTube. So we're gonna get right into the mess. Wait, no, we ain't. We don't get right into the mess. We're gonna talk about something that's surrounding all of us, and we're gonna talk about what we're gonna discuss. The the issue that's going on in Texas. Well, first we had the Bowen Jean in his name right, but we had his murder trial that happened during the last couple of weeks, where this white police officer was on trial for walking into what she thought was her apartment and killing this man. Well, this particular police officer, I know y'all all know the news, she was sentenced to 10 years behind bars, y'all. 10 years. Walking in what she thought was her apartment, walking in and shooting this man. Well, all this in the past. So, not less than 10, y'all, 10 hours ago, another occurrence has with a police shooting has come to life. Another police shooting in Texas. Fact, Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth police officer shot and killed a young lady, 28 years old, in her home. This lady was in her home. And I have mixed feelings about it, but we don't get into that. Her her neighbor called the police because he saw at 2 in the morning, 2 o'clock. Y'all keep that in mind. In the morning, this neighbor called the police for a wellness check on his neighbor, which was 28-year-old Dianda. Hope I'm saying her name right, y'all. Forgive me if I'm not saying her name right, but it's Latondra Jefferson, so whatever, something like that. But anyway, he called the police to go and check on her because he noticed that her door trying to commentate my whole goddamn thing. What I'm trying to say, I wish you would go to bed. But anyway, let me continue. He called. He called the police because at 2 in the morning He noticed that his neighbor's door was open and that her light was on. So he called the police for a wellness check to go and check on it. First, he didn't dial 911. He dialed to the police station, a non emergency number. He called the police officer. Police came to her house. The neighbor said that he was still alert, he was still awake. He wanted to see what happened. So he stayed awake. He noticed that several police officers came, but instead of parking in front of her house, the house that he called on, they parked a few houses down. They parked one police officer that's surveying, I'm gonna say that, surveying the property, surveying the scene. Am I saying that right? Surveying the scene. He went, y'all. I got a whole commentary behind me trying to tell me what it is to do. I know y'all can hear. Anywho, I didn't ask this. Asking y'all. Anyway, so the police came to the to the scene, but they didn't park in front of her house. They parked a couple of houses down. Now, keep in mind that they said that her home was one of the nicest homes in the community, in the whole neighborhood. Her house was one of the nicest. So this police officer come to this woman's house. They go in and one police officer went into her backyard. Now, I just want to say, if I'm at home, if I'm up, excuse me, if I'm at home and I'm up, and of course, if I'm sitting at if you at home, you gonna know if somebody is on your property, is on your property. So he went through the back, opened her gate, went through her and went into her yard. While he's back there, she looks out the back window. She looks at the window. She looks at the window, and this is the police officer. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Pow. It wasn't 1 second past. Show me your hands that he shot the police. He shot the gun, and he in Fort Worth, Texas. Shot and killed her. I'm gonna show you guys the picture of the young lady that he killed. Hold on, give me a second. I'm pulling it up on my phone. I don't know if y'all guys can see that, but of the young lady, 28 years old, Tatiana, I believe, I'm not saying that, I know I'm not saying that right. Her last name was Jefferson. They shot and killed this woman in her home while looking out of her window to see who was in her backyard. They killed her. The officer in question, they released who the officer was, but get this, y'all, he's on administrative leave. That means he's getting paid. He done shot this woman in her home, looking out her window, and he's getting paid to sit and ponder or make up situation of why he shot this lady. There was no reason. What the footage, maybe I'm gonna say 30 seconds, 30 seconds of his body cam of him approaching her house. He walked into her backyard. She looked at the window. He said, Hands up, show me your hands, and shot immediately, not even seconds, I mean milliseconds after she looked at that window and after he said that. Dallas is in for a rude awakening in Fort Worth, Texas. I said Dallas, my bad, y'all. Texas. So it makes me think about the Jeans case where where this white police officer shot and killed this man in his house, thinking that she was in her own apartment. She was sentenced to 10 years. Let's see, white, may I add, white police officer going to this black sister's house and killing her through her window. Who does really? Through her window. He didn't follow any precautions. Let's see what's going to happen in this case. Now, the black people of Texas have some statements. I have, and I'm very proud of them. I really am, because it's really hard, I think, for black people to come forth and investigate a situation. But I want you guys to listen to what the black population, or representing the black population, had to say about who shot this black woman, 28 years old. No one lived in her house but her and an 8-year-old nephew. Y'all give me a second so I can pull this up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me pull it up to hear what they had to say about what's going to happen if. Give me a second. You guys, listen to this. Listen. Bow. Listen.
Have yet to speak to the public in public about this case, and for some, it is eerily similar to what happened to both Jean, the unarmed man killed by a Dallas officer in his own apartment last year. Kevin Reese has been hearing from neighbors and faith leaders in Fort Worth, and Kevin, that anger seems to keep growing as we continue to learn more.
Certainly is at this point. And ministers,
I'm letting you listen to the whole broadcast of what
cannot ignore
the news has to say about
outside window into the bedroom, killing a woman inside. And for them, the relative silence of the Fort Worth Police Department in these first 20 hours is deafening to them as well.
Call on the police department to be totally transparent, starting immediately, to not hide anything, to not withhold anything from the community of Fort Worth. We're tired of this, and it's going to stop.
But in the first hours after the shooting, neighbors and activists say Fort Worth Police is not being transparent,
They're not
telling them
they only a couple of seconds of it.
consequences a group of pastors told us they see is even worse than the Dallas case of both of John.
This time,
listen to a group of pastors.
And she was in her own place and shot and killed her. That is not only unacceptable, that's murder.
Fort Worth Police did release a portion of the body camera footage where you see a Tatiana Jefferson looking out the window at the officer milliseconds before he fired.
Milliseconds.
Police released a photo of a gun with no context in their written press release. Didn't mention if she held a gun, didn't mention if the officer thought she had a gun. That angers this community even more.
Don't paint this sister as no villain.
Listen carefully.
If you do that, if you paint
This system, as a villain, y'all, this city gonna have hell to pay.
This city is gonna have hell to pay. If the Texas Fort Worth is as a villain, this city will have hell to pay. Now, like I said, they found a gun in this woman's house. That's her right. That's her right to have a weapon in her home. She was in her home minding her business. A neighbor called to for a wellness check on this young lady. All hell break loose. Hey y'all, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. But as I was saying, thank you, Jimmy Pie. I know, Mars, what's up? I remember you in my last chat. What's going on? I want a tragedy that happened in Dallas, well, in Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, where the young black lady was shot and killed by a police officer who came to her house on a wellness check. Her neighbor called the police. She had her door. The neighbor called the police at 2 in the morning, saying that her door was open and that her light was on. And when the police came, and when he entered her backyard, she looked out the window. He said, "Show me your hands, show me your hands," and shot and killed this woman. Not even seconds after those words came into out of his mouth. That is what happened. So that's what I'm on here talking about at 7:43 in the morning here in the great state of Ohio. But I want to get that out. I wanted to put that out there before I got into my original commentary for the Black Sector Shenanigans. I just wanted to put that out there that said, people, we need to be aware of what's going on with us. The community, I don't even know how to explain it because I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. And people. And I don't see a white person and instantly think something bad of them. But the police are still killing innocent black people. Innocent black people. In the past, we talking about all the people that was killed by the black people that was killed by the police. I'm not saying they deserve it, but there were circumstances involved that led up to the killing. There were circumstances. Some circumstances where the black person could have said okay and complied with what the officer was asking them. But in this particular case, this woman was in her home, in her house. To put myself in her situation and say, well, I'm sitting at home. It's 2 in the morning. I'm sitting on the couch watching me a good old movie. And I see some flashlights and lights and things outside my window, in my backyard. I see that. So I get up and go look at the window, only to know, not knowing that, look at the window, the police officer said, hands up, and shot her. They say that the news report says that this woman had one of the best homes in the community, and that she lived there with her 8-year-old nephew. If and after they done shot this lady and all the police officers come to the scene, they went to the house. They said they found a gun in her house. That's her right to have one. It's her right to have a gun in her house. And get this, if if you right, oh shit, you right. If I'm in a house, I'm a sane person. If I got an 8-year-old in my home, if I have a gun in my home, then the gun will be put up somewhere. So the gun was not laying on the table. But let me go back and say, was thinking in my mind, if I'm sitting in my home and it's 2 in the morning and I see lights or I hear someone in my backyard, if I in my home, chances are I just might go and get that gun. I just might go get that gun. Look out the window to see who was in my backyard. But her look was her last look, because he shot and killed this woman. The neighbor that called her home did not call 911 and say there was a burglary in process. He didn't do that. He called a non-emergency number for a wellness check on his neighbor, because he saw the door open and the lights on. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute here. Because the man that called the police, is this a nosy neighbor? Is this a nosy neighbor? If he had to just mind his business, would this woman still be alive today? I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Can we take this? Will somebody say he was just being nosy? If he had to mind his business, she'll still be alive. Is this the neighbor in the neighborhood that always in somebody's business? Y'all know how we do in the black sector, in the black neighborhoods, in the black cities, you know how we do. There's always this one neighbor that always want to call the police about it happened. Is that the case that caused this woman, 28-year-old Miss Jefferson, to lose her life? Now I'm gonna stop talking about that. Because, like I said, but you can believe I will be covering this story from the beginning to the end. This happened at 2 a.m. Sunday, March 8th. And I will be covering this story to find out what will happen to this white police officer that we have learned now that he only been in the the Fort Worth Dallas Police Department 1 year. So let's find out. Let's see what is he gonna face. Now we didn't got that out the way, y'all. Let's get into let's get into some mess. Cause you know it's all about the mess that be going on these YouTube streets. The first person I want to talk about is Rita, the baddest roaster. And I hope that she see this video. Rita, the baddest roaster. Now, Rita went online and tried to, well, I ain't gonna say try. She drugged Fi Babe. She drugged Fi Babe because a video that she did pertaining to Fi Babe got flagged. Got flagged, got taken down, or whatever the case may be. Got that video taken down. So Rita went online and tried to drag Fi Babe, flagging her video and having it taken down. So my thing is, do you know she did it? But anyway, so in Fi Babe's response, Fi Babe said, Rita, if you can prove that I flagged your video, I will give you $1,000. $1,000. If she can prove her video, well, she couldn't prove it. Now Rita went up. Now I don't know. Like I said, I'm brand new. Y'all know I'm brand new. So I don't know if your flag. Shit, they might flag me. If your video get flagged, what procedures does Google take to contact you to let them know that you've been flagged? They'll send you an email telling you who flagged you and why within the community guidelines that Google sets. Rita said she didn't see that. She said she didn't see that. She did say that she got a warning or whatever pertaining to the video, but she did not see her name because it's just a warning. I guess I assume Rita's video been flagged, but Fat Babe offered her $1,000. Now, if you don't know the relationship between Fat Babe and Rita, they done had a on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again relationship. It all started with this ponytail challenge that Fat Babe did that Rita won. In her ponytail challenge, child, she took it's funny. She took a lot of weave, a lot of weave, and straightened it. I mean, she was like Rapunzel. She was like Rapunzel. Took this braid, reeled it up, and what it was, she skipped rope. She did jump rope with the ponytail, for the ponytail challenge, what made her win the ponytail challenge. So that's and Five Babe got their connection. But between then and now, they done drug each other all down these Richard streets. When we talking about kids, motherhood, um, all kinds of stuff. Aesthetics, how she look. Rita Rita roasted Rita talked about Five Babe feet. She talked Five Babe's feet were. She said Five Babe's toes were running from her shoes. That was funny to me. That was funny. She said her toes were running from her shoes. But we're gonna see how this all end up. first of all, like they say, it's all about clicks and views. Hell, I'm trying to get clicks and views. She talk about it. She be real about it. But she said she's trying to get clicks. It's all about clicks and views. Because since I five, babe, let me go back. Um, about 3, 4 days ago, about how this all get started. About 3, 4 days ago, this content creator named Miss Gina. Miss Gina posted a picture saying that her son was in an accident. Now, Miss Gina is this content creator that's known. I've been in Miss Gina chat a couple of times, and every time, and I ain't gonna even lie, the couple of times that I have been in her chat, it's always she's always begging. She's always begging, or giving you some sad story to make you want to give her money. She's always begging. I'm just gonna be honest about it. She always begging. But anyway, so Miss Gina was a moderator on Fat Babe's channel. Gina got called out for all this scamming the people because it come to find out that the picture that she posted of the accident or car that she posted that her son was in turned out was not even her son's car. It belonged to a young female, a female that was in this accident. So when all that came out, Fat Babe took the ring from Miss Gina and talked about it. She talked about it because Fat Babe report YouTube news. So on her news, she reported on what was going on with Miss Gina. Once Miss Gina heard this commentary, she asked Fi Babe about a GoFundMe that she did over, I'm gonna say just about a year ago. And this GoFundMe they pop Fi Babe words pop this other content creator by the name of BS. Well, I digress. So once Fi Babe and Gina started to bump heads, Gina asked Fi Babe, well, since you asking for all of my receipts because she wanted to know about the Uber, saying that she needed $500, y'all, five whole hot dollars for an Uber from wherever she lived to Indiana. And I hope I'm saying that. I hope I'm right about Indiana. But she needed $500 because she needed to take a round trip from wherever she lived to Indiana. Well, once it was all done, she couldn't show the receipts or whatever. Miss Gina told Fabe, well, show us what you did with the GoFundMe money. The GoFundMe money. Fabe started a GoFundMe about a year ago with with another content creator, Sean Bradley. And I said I really wasn't gonna say his name because he always thinking that somebody gotta say his name. But anyway, um, about Sean Bradley to content content creator named Susie. Well, so after that was said, Five A went on this whole thing the next day of showing how she got a restraining order against VS. How she got the restraining order? She pulled up receipts from the court date. She pulled up receipts from, every time she had to go to court. But she did not pull receipts of how much money she paid the lawyer. Now, the name of my video is Black Sector Shenanigans. Shenanigans number one. Five A did all this receipt pulling, showing us court documents, showing us showing us this, showing us that about everything that occurred with her in the court case that she had pending or that she was filing against VS. The people didn't ask for that. The people asked for receipts of where did their GoFundMe money went, which she did not provide. She had, oh, on Fact Check Friday, which was 2 days ago, y'all. 2 days ago, they Sunday, told us on Fact Check Friday she was gonna show, which is a little segment that she does every Friday, gonna show us the receipts to where her GoFundMe money went, what she did with the GoFundMe money. Well, come Fact Check Friday. It's Friday. Everybody, I was waiting for 5A to drop that receipt to show from her lawyer the money that she paid him. Well, during the live, it was buffering. Now, I want to say that I follow 5A. I follow her. I do. I think she kind of cool. Shit. At times, I consider myself Babe Nation. Holla. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself Babe. But what had happened was come Friday, it was buffering. It was buffering. 5 went live from her second channel, 5 Babe Live 1. She went live from that channel and told us 1,000 and 1,100 people, because I was in that chat. 1,100 people that, oh, well, now that I went live from my phone, from is that a shenanigan? I think that's shenanigan. So anyway, I can't show y'all the receipt. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been longing in to see. The receipt from your lawyer of how much money you paid him from the 600 and some odd dollars that you collected from the GoFundMe. That's what we're waiting to see. But we can see on the phone that her receipt was on and could show us. But get this, people, she was on the live on that phone, on that live, the live that she went live on, the phone that she went live on to her second channel, she was on there for a minute to the flag and stop, per se, to the flag and stop. And until then, after that, after all that was done, why could we gotta wait till Monday? Now we gotta wait till Monday because she said that she contacted her lawyer's office and they said that they would get the information out to her on Monday. So on Monday, we will see the receipt from the lawyer. If she does not provide a receipt from the lawyer of the money that she gave him, is what they call her, lie babe. But hey, 5 don't get mad at me. Girl, I'm with you. I still love you, homie. All right. So moving on. So let's talk about Larry Nelson. Talk about Larry Nelson. So shenanigan number 2. So Larry Nelson, a couple of days ago, possibly be of his daughter Tanaya. I hope I'm saying her name right. Tanaya in the back seat of his car asleep. Now, if you don't know the history of Larry Nelson, Larry was accused about a year ago by VS. VS of molesting his daughter. Um, People have said that VS paid her to lie. There was a lie, all sorts of things done to prove that Larry molested his daughter when she was a child, when she was a baby. I think this girl is in her 20s now. Well, Larry went, everybody, if you know Larry Nelson, Larry goes every other day when he does a live, he has to bring up VS name and how they tried to take him down. Tanaya said that yes, something happened. Larry said no, nothing happened. She's been coerced, or she's been um I don't even know the word I'm looking for. Anyway, Larry posted a picture a couple of days ago on his community feed. Larry Nelson, if you want to check him out, child Larry Nelson. He posted of a sleep in the back of his car, and this is what his post said. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. VS. VS said Tanaya is not the girl in the picture in my car. Well, all you have to do is interview her live and prove I'm a liar. I'll be patiently waiting. That's the post that Larry Nelson put on his page. That was I'm gonna see. That was I'm gonna see if y'all can see that. That was like I don't know. Well, about let me see when he posted the picture. He posted this picture of this young lady. No, no, guys, you see that? This young lady sleep in the back of his car, and he said, "Attention, VS, VS, wanna be fat evangelist. I have to get on their bones." And the one I thought of like a true sister in Christ, Crystal. I went to see my grandbaby by my son for the first time today. Can you tell me who is this lady in the back seat, asleep as her daddy drive? Pictures don't lie. Justice for tonight. This is what Larry posted on his community feed a year. Now, fast forward to today. Fast forward to today. Today, VS called his bluff and went live with his daughter to debunk what he said. Now, on these YouTube streets is Larry, as he lied all the time. Now I don't see how he gonna come up with how he gonna come out of this one because he done deflected on a lot of things that have been said about him. He asked this woman, he asked this woman to go live to prove him wrong. And guess what? She did and proved him wrong with his daughter on the live, crying and everything, saying that was not me in that seat. She said, well, apparently, y'all, Larry got a bunch of children. Apparently, Larry been slanging. Well, anyway, Larry got some children. Anyway, so this the daughter that was in the back seat looked exactly like the daughter Tanaya. Now, my guys, I pulled up a picture because I have to do a little things too. So I pulled up the picture to see the resemblance, and I want to show y'all how these two young ladies look. Okay, if y'all can see this picture of the young lady sleep in the back seat of his car. This is a young lady that he basically led people to believe was Tanaya. This is Tanaya. The girl sleeping in the back seat, Tanaya. Now, granted, they do look alike. They do look alike. What got me was on the interview with VS girl, that her sister, that girl. That girl. Yeah, that girl looked like me, but she is not me. That is not me. So my thing is, how Larry gonna get out of this one, y'all? How Larry gonna get out of this one? With them calling him Larry. Let's see how he's gonna get out of this one. Aya, the girl sleep in the back seat. She said it wasn't her. Once he posted this picture, once he posted this picture, a content creator by the name of Jay Wilson went live to talk about it. Because the same content creator, VS, y'all gonna hear her name a lot because she in everything. When I tell you everything, she in everything. So VS, who is also beefing with Jay Wilson, called his job. VS, scratch that. Jay Wilson is a YouTube pastor that, according to him, bisexual. My bad. He's bisexual. And he also sells PrEP. PrEP is the drug that's given to gay men to prevent the spread of HIV that Jay Wilson sells. And ask them, is it necessary for one of your employees to join websites or websites like Jack, Scruff, Grinder? Because we all know those are the kinky sites. Those are the kinky sites where they get it on it. So let's see. Wilson, instead of asking or talking to BS about that situation, he came on live and he said, well, all the things you tried to do to Larry Nelson and hurt his daughter, look, they're still together. They didn't got back together. He said he prayed. He prayed that Larry and his daughter would get back together. That picture has been answered because the devil cannot succeed. But turns out Larry lied. There was not Tanaya in the back seat of that car. He been posting pictures after pictures after pictures. He also posted pictures of a baby, him with a newborn, which he said was his son's baby. It was his son's baby. But he led folks to believe that him visiting this baby. So let's see how Larry got out of this one. All right, moving on. Moving on, moving on. Let's talk about Rick Reed. Rick Reed went live last night, and I'm gonna say y'all, I don't even know, cause I stopped looking at it. But Rick Reed went live last night for he called himself now the governor. He probably took it down. He probably took Rick Reed went live. I don't know if y'all can see it. He went live. Rick Reed went live for 8 hours, y'all. And out of that, he was drunk. He was drinking. He was drinking. He was drunk online. Bad look. It was a really bad look. I was looking like, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, child. That ain't it. But he went live and nerve, had the nerve to pull his shirt up. Pull his shirt up. And guess pulling his shirt off, showing all his stuff and everything. QB of the Midwest. QB got the screenshots, child, of him showing his stuff all online. Looking a damn fool. It ain't gonna even look at a damn fool, girl. You look at a damn fool. But anyway, he did that. He went live, drunk as say, drunk as Cooter Brown. Drunk as Cooter Brown. Just drinking, drinking, drinking for 8 hours. Who get drunk for 8 hours? Nobody. Online, talking shit, talking shit, talking shit, talking shit. But that was shenanigan number 3. Rick Reed going live, pulling up his shirt. You know what? I ain't no hater. But Rick Reed out here with a whole C cup, y'all. Okay. He out here with a whole C cup and want to talk about folks. Boy, if you don't go somewhere and sit your drunk ass down somewhere, talk about you the governor of drunk as shit. But I ain't here for that. I ain't here for that. So I ain't gonna talk about that. But you well, for real, for real. All right. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Let's talk about Billie Jean. Billie Jean gonna be the last content creator I talked about. Billie Jean is pulling receipts from everywhere. Everywhere. Fabe, Billie Jean coming for your ass. She really is. And really, tell you the truth, she really ain't in the shenanigan thing because hey, she pulling them receipts all over the place. So Fabe, what we need you to do come Monday. If come Monday you don't show them lawyer fees and what you paid the lawyer, I'm gonna be like Deanna Irvin. I'm gonna have some questions. But like I said, I'm still with you, girl. I'm still with you, girl. You know, to make it out here. You know, they told me it was all about a numbers game. So I feel you with the numbers, and I feel you. But girl, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. You feel me? All right. So y'all, this has been my segment of the first official segment of Black Sector Shenanigans and all the shenanigans that these black do. So like, share, subscribe. You catch me on the replay. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, sharing is caring. Catch me on the replay. You see your girl in the chat, holla at me. All right. So deuces until tomorrow because we're gonna do this thing. Well, we're gonna try to do this thing every day around this time, I guess, because sector every day. So let's see what the day bring, and we're gonna be out. Deuces, I'll holler.